Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually under the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have the update for this is the House of Mancera. House of Mancera and Montal are two of my favorite brands from the Middle East, and I unboxed and reviewed numerous of their fragrances, at least about 15 to 20, and each of them are impressed me very much, especially for the price. The ratio for what you pay and what you get is amazing, and they are niche houses, okay, and they are one of the best, most affordable niche houses out there if you like your oriental fragrances, because mainly they do orientals. So this one is a Mancera Intense Cedrat Boise. Cedrat Boise doesn't need introduction. It was one of the biggest hits from the House of Mancera. Probably they sold more Cedrat Boise than any other fragrances in their lineup combined together. And this intense version came out around 2 years ago, and this one, it was a success as well. There are a couple of things with it which I'm going to explain in a minute. So for what I paid for it, on the £100, yes, for 120 ml Extrait de Parfum is worth every penny. Retails for £150, but you can find some discounted here and there, usually under £100 in United Kingdom. In other places, in other parts of the world, you have to research it, Google it, see if it comes up and how much it goes for. But for that price, it's a beauty. So in terms of performance, it's one of those sketchy performances, and I think I know why, or at least this is my theory. There are two possible scenario, because I put it on my skin, about 5 sprays of it, and I was like, where is it gone? So I put another 5, so up to 10. With Extrait de Parfum, that usually doesn't happen with me. So up to 10 it was okay, I could smell it, but again it was sketchy. It was like going and coming back. It lasted on my skin, okay, so this is my skin, my environment, my nose, my experience, my climate, so always remember this. For you it could be different, it could be more, or it could be less. But for me, and don't forget, this bottle I bought it a few days ago, so it is one of the latest when this video goes out, okay? So it could be two things. It could be either it's been reformulated already, it hasn't been out even 2 years now, and it could be reformulation, and that's why it doesn't behave like Extrait de Parfum. It behaves more like Eau de Parfum. So at least this is my experience, okay? So on my skin went over 8 hours, and on t-shirt went over 10 hours, which is good, but it's not excellent. And I was expecting more because it's Extrait de Parfum. But overall, it's a good performer, okay? It's not a huge performer, it's not a beast mode, but it's a good performer. So I think either it's been reformulated already, or because they are making so much and so quickly, because the demand is so much out there, they don't have time to macerate or maturate the fragrance, the perfume. So it could be that if it sits there for a while, few weeks, few months, it gets better and better and better. But this is what I have to report back in few weeks and few times. Right now, what is in front of me, what I discovered, what was my experience, I have to report it back to you. So this is my bottle. I bought it myself with my own hard-earned cash money. I bought it a few days ago, so this is one of the latest from them when this video goes out. So always remember these things. And on my skin, on my environment, this is how it behaved, okay? So for the first hour, when I went up to 10 sprays of it, it was very, very good. It was like feeling the room, feeling the house. And then after that, slowly subside, and it becomes a skin scent. Although it never becomes a skin scent because it goes and comes. It's like you get a whiff of it from time to time, especially if you move, you do things, you'll smell it. But I had to dig to find out how long it would last. So it wasn't shouting too much, it wasn't jumping off too much. And that for Extrait de Parfum to some extent is understandable, because Extrait de Parfum is much thicker, is heavier, is denser, and it doesn't jump off too much off your skin anyway. But I think it is underperforming right now, or at least for me, for my experience. So on my skin went over 8 hours, the longevity. 1 hour of very, very good projection after that, very close to the skin. I got whiff of it from time to time, especially when I move around. And I had a small bubble, a small cloud, and a small trail. So it wasn't huge. It wasn't a typical Extrait de Parfum, because I have many Extrait de Parfum in my collection, especially say Al Haramain ones. Mamma mia, those are huge. They are beasts. But again, it could be two things. One is it's been reformulated and we don't know about it, and now we're discovering it, or they didn't have time to macerate or maturate the perfume, and they just putting it out as fast as they can because the demand is out there, and it needs time to sit in the bottle to get better performance. So this is my finding in terms of performance. So let us know your experience, how it behaves on your skin. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, how does it behave on your skin? Because when I was reading other people's comments, many people say when they had it first, it was a beast mode. So I'm a bit worried that it's been reformulated, or as I said, it didn't have time to macerate or maturate. So this is the two possibilities I can explain with my experience. Okay, so again, if you know if it behaved better or worse on you, let us know your experience, please. If you have it, if you know you've tried it, and this way we can have a discussion. So what's going on here? Is it always been like this, or is it just the latest one and been reformulated? Or if you had it and it sat in your bottle for a while and then it got better, let us know that experience as well. Thank you very much for your support, as always. Thank you for your comments, thank you for your likes, thank you for your sharing this video with others. Thank you for your subscription, by the way, is free, but it helps me a lot to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gem, and this one is a beauty. So in terms of who is it for, definitely 25 and up to be in safe side, because it's got element to it, especially when it goes to dry down. It becomes a little bit more mature feeling to it, and a little bit on the classical side as well, tiny bit. So I would say 25 and up to in the safe side. If you like this kind of fragrances, doesn't mean anything, I'm just giving you my thoughts, I'm giving you my recommendation. Okay, in terms of season, this is better suited for warmer weather, but because it's got depth and it's quite dense, you can wear it all year round. At the moment it's still cool in the United Kingdom, it's still cold, and I wore it 2 days, and both days, even though I was expecting a little bit more, but it performed well, but it didn't perform excellent. Okay, so in terms of occasion, this is very, very beautiful. So mainly I would say it's for dress up, going out, special occasion, close encounter, dating, something like that. But because the smell profile is in a way that is quite friendly, you can use it anytime, anywhere you want. You pay for the perfume, you are the owner, you know to wear it and when to wear it. This is only a recommendation. So let's get on to the smell of it. By the way, unisex, it could be unisex. If you like this kind of fragrances, again, just today I was in a supermarket and a lady passed me and she was wearing Aventus. So obviously she was a young lady as well. She was only about 20 something, or some variation of Creed Aventus, or inspired by Creed Aventus. So if you like this kind of fragrances, it doesn't mean anything. You like it, you wear it. If you don't like it, don't wear it. It doesn't mean anything, these gender in perfumes, in scents, and in aromas. as I always say in my videos. So in terms of smell, the smell is very close to the original Cedrat Boise, which was very, very good itself, you know what I mean. Cedrat Boise, especially the original, you know, when it came out first couple of years from 2014 to 2016, it was amazing. It was one of the best perfumes out there in terms of smell profile. But later on, they, you know, slowly reformulated and become weaker and weaker. So this one, it will satisfy your craving. If you have the craving for the original Cedrat Boise, like I have, because I love Cedrat Boise, and I had it, the original bottle from 2015, and I sold it for peanuts again. It's me being stupid. But now this one is very good replacement for it, because it's got the DNA of the original Cedrat Boise a little bit more. So if you like that, you like this. If you don't, if you didn't like Cedrat Boise, most likely you wouldn't like this either. So it opens up, let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So it opens up with Sicilian citruses, blackcurrant and spices. When it opens super citrus, so it is very heavy on the citrus, and the citrus in here is gorgeous. It's just to die for. If you like your citrus opening, this is one of the best you can get in terms of, you know, Sicilian citrus. I always say this in my videos that Italians know how to make citrus fragrances. Although this company is not Italian, but they use Sicilian, you know, citruses, so you could tell how beautiful it is. So it opens up beautiful citrus, very, very inviting, very uplifting, very, you know, captivating, very alluring. It's just mesmerizingly beautiful. The first half an hour of this fragrance is just gorgeous, and that citrus is giving it a tiny bit of bitterness in the beginning. So if you don't like bitter fragrances, this one probably, you might not agree with you. But I like it because it's got like a bittersweet elements to it. The sweetness obviously comes from the vanilla, and in the beginning it gives you that sweet and sour feel, which is very, very nice. Blackcurrant, yes, there's a big blackcurrant here, but the blackcurrant here, it doesn't overtake. It gives it some fruity aspect, and also it doesn't go to the realm of Creed Aventus, although from time to time you get a hint of Creed Aventus-ish, but overall this is not a Creed Aventus, or at least to my nose, from my experience, for my taste. It is in the same genre, it is in the same category of fragrances, but it's not inspired by Creed Aventus, okay? Spice, I get a little bit of cinnamon here, but again not too much, and also a little bit of nutmeg to give it a little bit of nuttiness. So the nutmeg and the cinnamon here, again, they're not big players, but they are there. They can smell them from time to time. Again, it will add to the multifaceted way of this fragrance. This fragrance is very multifaceted, especially for a fresh fragrance. It's very impressive. It's got layers and layers of you know, notes and accords, and that is reflecting to the smell of it, and it gives you this beautiful transition from beginning to the end. It transitions at least 2-3 times. So this is again telltale sign of good perfume and good ingredients in here. In the mid is dominated by those florals, and the florals are jasmine. I'll get a little bit of rose, which is not mentioned in here, and also the patchouli are the biggest player here. It says Cambodian oud. I don't get oud whatsoever, but I get a big dose of sandalwood plus cedar together, giving it a very woody base. So it gets woodier and woodier by the time it goes to the dry down. And the woods are in here very clean, so very clean woods, very friendly, non-offensive whatsoever. Cambodian oud, no way. Leather, yes, the leather is from beginning to the end, is almost always there, and the leather here again is very soft, it's very smooth, it's almost like a suede smell to it, but again it's add to the another dimension of this fragrance, which making it very beautiful. But overall it's a friendly, non-offensive, shall we say, almost suede like soft leather. Ambergris, musk, ambergris, I don't get that much, although from time to time I smell something like some saltiness, a little bit of saltiness here. So imagine, you know, some sourness, some saltiness, some sweetness. So it's like a different taste of your taste bud is, you know, challenge, or give you a different taste anyway. Oak moss, yes, a little bit of oak moss, especially when you go to dry, then you get a little bit more oak moss. But again, oak moss here doesn't overpower, just another nuance. Vanilla, yes, from beginning to the end, always vanilla there. And the vanilla here is not too sweet. It's not overly sweet. It's about 5, maybe 6. So it is medium side of sweetness. Overall, this fragrance is very clean. It's not very clean, but it is clean and it's fresh. Later on in dry down, it gets a hint of smokiness, not much, very minimalistic amount of smokiness, which is mainly come from the oak moss here, and also a little bit of patchouli as well together. But again, it never gets too smoky, maybe around 2 or 3, if 10 being the smokiest. So it is very minimalistic on the smoke. Another aspect of it is the dusty and also powdery aspect of it. So it's a little powdery, a little dusty, which again adds to the multifaceted of this fragrance. Overall, highly recommend it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Beautiful, mesmerizing. For opening, 10 out of 10. For the smell, 10 out of 10. For the longevity, if it gets better later on, if you macerate and it gets better. At the moment, it performs well. It performs over 8 hours, at least my skin, with an hour of good projection. After that, slowly subside. And also, in terms of on t-shirt, goes over 10 hours. So it's not a beast mode, but it is almost bordering there. So hopefully, if it sits there, it gets better and better. So for that, again, very good, but not excellent. In terms of presentation, as always, similar presentation to all Manceras, which is quite nice. It's nothing special, but it's quite nice. I like the presentation. I always say that. I say, give me a simple presentation, but give me a good juice. I'm happy if you give me over the top presentation and the juice is not good. It would be a waste of time, waste of money, and waste of effort. And this case is quite nice on the simple side, and I love it. Although it's quite nice on the hand, on the eye. Okay. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's not over the top. So overall, beautiful fragrance. To me, if you find it for a good price, it's no-brainer. If you like this kind of fragrance, it's no-brainer. If you like fragrances in the same category of this, which are, again, this one is not inspired by Creed Aventis, it's not inspired by Hachivat, it's not inspired by other fragrances in that category, but similar genre, if you like, similar category, similar perfumery in that vein. Okay, so you'll enjoy this. Majority of people who love this fragrance, they love Creed Aventis, which is natural, and also they love the Hachivat by Nishane. So if you love the original, you will love this, because this is again almost identical to the original, but they added depth to it, and it's a little bit more bodied and deeper and more complex. Okay guys, if you have it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this one definitely a hidden gem. And if you want to purchase one of my own perfume, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the perfumer, I'm the worker, I'm the artist. There are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money, mysterious, very artistic, very unique, and they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different times, but you need to live in the United Kingdom to order them. I'll leave them in the link. If you want to buy me a coffee, you could do that as well. I'll leave that in the link. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye.